Hello, everyone. I'm Father Ron from Sacred Heart Church. I have the pleasure today of welcoming David Green, who's a parishioner here at Sacred Heart and also works at Catholic Charities, around a conversation about what we have been up to and what Catholic Charities has been up to during these COVID days. So, David, welcome, and thank you so much for being here. And David, from March on, what has been the focus of Catholic Charities? What do you think are some of the big issues that is the takeaway from COVID-19?
I think the biggest issue that we've run into is our clients have depended on us for so much for so long. So a lot of the doors were closed that they were used to having open probably daily.
Right.
Even something as we wouldn't think about as relationships. So I think the biggest challenge for us is to try to be that service for people or that refuge for people during a time where we're trying to be safe, trying to keep them safe, and just how to manage our operations with all the stuff that is going on.
Right. So talk to us a little bit about hunger during this time and food insecurity. What have you seen around issues like that?
I think food has probably been something that there's been plenty of, as far as, I think there's been some agencies that have stepped up. You have your Care and Share, Catholic Charities have worked with a few other agencies in town, and we've had the ability to have food available for people. Even the homeless, we couldn't provide them daily meals, the daily hot meals, like we used to before COVID. We did provide sack lunches for people who weren't able to get meals for the day.
Right. And what about funding for Catholic Charities at this point? How has that gone during COVID-19?
I think we've had a lot of generous donations and things like that, and grants, and we've had the CARES Act that we've got some funding from too, to be able to help people with rent and mortgages, which really a lot of people are struggling with because of job layoffs and things like that. Right. So I want to say I don't want to say there's plenty of money and it's running, over or anything like that, but we've gotten a lot of money for that and been able to help quite a number of people, even people in our immigrant community and things like that. So rent and mortgage has probably been a thing we've been inundated with, trying to help people get those types of things paid.
Yeah. David, as you have been working all along with Catholic Charities during this time, and then especially during these COVID months, has there been something there that has surprised you or that you've seen as a real gift during this time?
What I have seen, I think as a real gift, I think it's really helped a lot of people that I work with understand our clients and what they're going through and the strength of our clients and how hard it really is for them, because things did shut down on them and those clients were left kind of to fend for themselves. And I guess it also opened up a window of we're really important to people. We do the meals, we provide the funding and things like that, but I think it's the relationship piece.
Yeah.
For a lot of people who are homeless, they struggle with, and just for us to even be there, to have a friendly face, it's almost like family, you could say.
Right.
Like a family member that hadn't seen and you're wondering how they're doing.
Right.
And that's kind of the thing that I think we really was kind of a blessing for able just to be there, to have a conversation with Fred, who we haven't seen for months, and how are you doing, and how can we help you?
That's great. David, what do you think parishes can do, or the larger church community in Colorado Springs or the Diocese of Colorado Springs? What do you think are the most important things right now for us to consider around all of those issues?
As far as listening to people and understanding them, I think if we're all frustrated, right, with how things are going. I think listening to people and kind of perhaps directing them to the places and to the organizations that will possibly help them or will help them. I think a lot of people are getting doors shut on them because a lot of agencies are overwhelmed and things like that. But I think that probably is a good thing, just listening and trying to walk people through their problems, because people are very emotional now.
Right.
And just to listen and understand. And if you don't have an answer, rather than say, no, I can't help you with that, well, let me see what I can do.
Right.
Who can I try to send you to that may be able to help you
Yeah,
with your
no,
problem?
that's really good. And I think one of the gifts that I see around this entire COVID experience is that nobody has the answers for the future. Nobody understands the ramifications of everything that we're doing. And so if we could use that as a time of prayer and trying to realize that everybody is poor in some way, and that poverty comes in us not understanding what's going on. I'm hoping that all of that makes us a lot more tolerant toward people who have less than we do, or who we may have walked by before on the streets. So I'm hoping that the Holy Spirit can use this time for good. And I think part of the good that is happening is being able to sit down with somebody like you right now, right? We wouldn't have done this had there not been the COVID experience. So thank you so much, David, for being here. And everybody at Sacred Heart, thank you so much. Have a great week. I'll see you again next week, and I'll ask David some other questions. God bless you all.